Welcome back to more Bastion. It is time to do Zulf's Arena. This time, not gonna fail.
Could use a little shut-eye, I suppose.
Bastion. That's good, that's good. Bastion humor. You like that. Okay.
The Calamity took everything from us. Might be it took even more from Zulf.
I can't believe I got stuck with mic issues. That's so weird. I guess I could have checked my recording, but wait. Alright, who wants to go? Let's do this.
They met on the worst day of Zulf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away. It wasn't the first time Zulf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him. He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tazzle terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylandian missionary living there.
Look, I know about the way this.
He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zulf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy. When the missionary passed away, Zulf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia.
I can't believe that got you.
Zulf started teaching the missionaries
The
wisdom
rest.
to any Ura who would listen. And listen they did.
The wrecked was so good. Those shots are perfect. Wow, that was
It's all right.
I hate these things.
He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people. However, Zulf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Caelondia to know the Ura had changed. He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land. The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zulf saw the rippling walls on the horizon. Don't worry about it.
I have to stop something.
He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular.
Why are there so many of these things? Look, who am I passing?
This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zulf. She told him she knew all the city's best-kept secrets.
Go ahead.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zulf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Caelondian style. He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all. He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Caelondian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong. emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down.
Oh, dude, these things always kill me.
The world was frozen, air thick with ash.
More reflections do I need?
What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes. He found his wife to be asleep inside her home, but when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky.
Keep them blind. Whoa there.
And so Zulf returned to where he proposed in the Hanging Gardens. And there he stood,
That worked out.
as if the gods would answer him.
Zulf definitely had a rough time, but Zulf has also made mistakes. Man, I only got up to 1600 off of that. Ugh, farming is trash.
The kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows?
Okay. That was much faster than last time. Last time the arena took me most of the round. This time, get back in the ones I can tolerate. But the first time it took me like half an hour. Okay. I don't want to do other challenges. I want to finish things up. Okay, let's put whiskey.
Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel, it's not for everyone.
I can upgrade you.
You'd never guess those things been to the
What
wilds
does
and
surprise me?
back.
Sealed cylinders and high caliber chambers. Yeah, okay. Alright. That's probably the last upgrade I'm going to make in the game because I'm out of cash. Alright, let's go get that arena done. Spinner range. This is the last of the proving grounds. Okay. So first, I need to take some damage so I can trigger the wear whiskey. I looked up some advising things. It's like, oh, this works. And someone immediately chastised them for like, you're meant to be proved to you're good. Outsmarting the game is part of being good. Have you never played a Souls game? If you can outsmart the mechanics, you deserve to win. Right, there's the wear whiskey. Where are you gonna be? That's faster. Oh god. Okay, let's give it another try. If I don't have this done by the end of this episode, I'm giving up on this. I'm just going to the finale. I don't deserve to put myself through this thing that I just can't. I wish it were fixed positions. The fact it isn't is so bad. It's like, oh, hope you have reaction time. I don't, actually. I don't have reaction time. I'm just going to spin the mouse rapidly until I land on one. Oh shit, my health is regenerating. Okay. Let me go get rid of that health regen. Silly. Just to put you in this place. This is the best build I can do for this. Neither of these would be really useful, actually, I think. It's just plus 50% damage and bullet scatter eliminated. These don't do anything for me, so... Now that I'll maintain my Q boost the entire time, maybe I can pull this off. Be strong, kid. Be strong for God. Alright. This time I won't be regenerated. 70.
I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I've ever seen.
There's every proving grounds.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing.
Oh, it was something. Trust me on that. Okay. Let's pick my weapons for the finale. Zoid, you can pick one, and I will pick the other. So pick one of the weapons I'm taking with myself into the finale.
Kid makes me nervous sometimes, strutting around with all those guns.
It's fine. This is good. Musket. Okay, musket and carbine. I'm gonna switch them around. I wish I didn't have to like leave and come back to get more discussion. The musket is max level. This is good. Actually, these are both. Wait, no, carbine. Carbine is 3rd level. That's fine though. So, this episode is 2/3 done, but I'm going to start the finale. I'm just going to stop during it to move on to the next episode. Yeah, that's... Everywhere else is done. Range is fresh out of targets, and there's no new supply coming anytime soon. Zulf detected. He bides his time within the remains of the Ura's massive underground sprawl. Once you enter this area, there is no turning back. Are you ready? I'm ready. Zia fled the Bastion when the Ura attacked to learn the truth of what happened to her people.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home. The calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. No chance anything survived.
Nothing. Do I get to return to the Bastion? No.
You know why Zulf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there.
I'm glad I can hit fire the carbine. Look at that background there.
Zulf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Well,
Main rocks. You've never said your own name.
All of us are waiting for a kid.
This is going fine. Look, I've got those potions on backup already. I do love the carbine. What did you say? The musket isn't pulling quite as much weight as the carbine. Maybe there's something else. I'm not sure
Look
what.
around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? Bye, idiots. What the hell is that? Yeah, the double ball is good too. I'm not sure why it's not good. Not bad. I definitely like the aspect of the logic of explodes. Anyways, that's the half hour mark. So I'm going to end this episode right here. When we get back,